radio and on your smartphone. This is TalkTV. TalkTV News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Zora Suleman. Police in Northern Ireland have declared a critical incident after a significant data breach affecting 10,000 officers and civilian staff. Assistant Chief Constable Chris Todd say they've sought the assistance of an independent advisor to conduct an end-to-end review. He also says new security guidance is being offered to officers and staff involved in the data breach. Well, it happened following a Freedom of Information request to the PCNI, and the reply mistakenly included sensitive information about all its employees. Sinn Féin Stormont leader Michelle O'Neill said a security review is taking place.
But what we now need to have are all the facts laid out bare for us all to see. And what we need to see is accountability in terms of the response to that. I hope that will be achieved in tomorrow's emergency policing board meeting.
A large number of ITV's employees have told MPs they face bullying and discrimination after raising concerns of toxicity with the broadcaster. Chair of the House of Commons Media Committee, Dame Caroline Dinage, said the committee received reports of alleged harassment, bullying and discrimination from staff working on This Morning. The claims have been made since the MPs questioned ITV's boss in June, with the company saying it takes complaints seriously but would not act unless such allegations were made directly. A Just Stop Oil protester accused of throwing orange confetti and a puzzle on the court at Wimbledon has denied aggravated trespass charges. 66-year-old William Ward is alleged to have run onto court 18 during the match between British player Katie Boulter and Australian Darius Saville last month. Mr. Ward admitted throwing the pieces as well as the confetti, but denied the criminal charge and challenged prosecutors to prove his intention and whether his actions disrupted the match. He'll go on trial in November. 6 English water companies are facing legal action over allegations they underreported sewage discharges and overcharged customers. An environmental and water consultant says she is now planning to sue the firms in a bid to secure more than £800 million compensation on behalf of 20 million customers. She claims the companies failed to disclose the number of times they polluted waterways, leading to higher costs for households. Ground staff at Gatwick Airport have announced new strike dates at the end of this month. 230 members of the Unite Union are walking out in their row over pay. The strikes across 8 days include the August bank holiday. And the Met Police and the Mayor of London are calling on mobile phone makers to help reduce thefts of expensive devices. Thieves are increasingly targeting mobiles, with 38% of personal robberies involving a stolen phone. Sadiq Khan says the likes of Apple and Samsung should make their devices less appealing and said companies should be doing more to make their phones worthless if stolen.
It can't be beyond the wit of these brilliant innovators in these phone companies to make a phone worthless if it's been stolen, working with the phone networks to make sure a stolen phone can't be used on a network. I know it's beyond the wit of these brilliant manufacturers, the tech savvy they got there, to make it impossible for a phone to have value if it's been stolen.
Well, that's the latest. Now time for today's weather with Isabel Lang.
Times Radio sponsors TalkTV weather.
Hello there. A warmer couple of days for us, maybe 25 or 26 Celsius tomorrow. But after that, low pressure will make a return. It's sitting out here in the Atlantic. But ahead of that, well, we've seen high pressure nudging in. It is a mostly dry day today, where the cloud is thick enough in the west, a little bit of drizzly rain and some misty low cloud for some southwestern areas. But generally speaking, some good sunny spells, and it definitely feels warmer than yesterday, most noticeable in the south at 23 or 24 Celsius. And something else that's different is that it'll be a rather warm and muggy night tonight. Some misty low cloud around western fringes, a little drizzle perhaps in places, some patchy mist and fog in the south as well. But for many central and eastern areas, it's the temperature, I think, that's most noticeable. And in towns and cities, there'll be minima of around about 16 to 18 degrees. That means a really sultry start to the day when you step out tomorrow. A lot of dry weather on Thursday, but there will be more cloud across western areas and later on some showers brewing up as well. But otherwise, essentially, it's a fine summer's day, some good sunny spells and temperatures 24 to 26 Celsius.
Times Radio sponsors TalkTV weather.
They discovered some white powder in the White House. Apparently, the hazmat-suited search party were heard to shout, "We found cocaine!" And then somebody went, "Yeah, wasn't Hunter here at the weekend?"
Yeah. Well, hello, you are back with Alex Phillips here on Talk Radio and Talk Television, sitting in for the wonderful Kevin O'Sullivan, who has deoccupied his throne for the day because he's occupying the one in breakfast. We have been talking about whether the civil service are a good return on investment as we find out that the number of those on six-figure salaries has, in fact, doubled, while 50% of them don't even turn up to be in the office. We have, of course, also been talking about the Bibi stock